Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video. I'm Babsy. Today we're going to talk about how to avoid PvP losses in some ways. You should always try to avoid fights you know you can't win. It's that simple if you want to keep your ships. But sometimes it's even harder to avoid these kind of fights. If you are engaged in a fight you can't win and you need to leave, there are a few tricks that might help you survive. Fighting at the gate is usually a higher chance of actually getting away. The first logical thing is for you to stop shooting and approach the gate. Get your drones back into the ship so they don't mess up everything by continuing shooting your targets. That's kinda annoying. And remember to remove your tackle. That's pretty important as well, because all your aggression needs to go before you can jump through the gate. Once your timer is off, you can jump through the gate. If your target is paying attention, they will know that you have disengaged, and some of them might do the same so they can follow you through the gate. But once you've jumped through the gate, align to the next out gate, and if you are lucky, you will get away. So let's say you jump right into a camp. Odds are that you are about to lose your ship, unless you are in a faster ship. A battleship tends to get stuck in a situation like this. So you will just have to take that fight, if you are in a battleship, that is. If you're flying a fast ship, you can always go for the gate, just like we talked about. Unless you actually want to fight. If you do want to fight, align away from the pack of targets by double-clicking somewhere in space, away from them. Hit your micro warp drive as fast as possible. Now you will most certainly have the smaller ships following you. Target them as soon as possible. And in the best scenario, you will be able to pick them off, or maybe at least one or two, depending on how many there is. Remember to keep within 100 kilometers from the other targets. That way they can't warp directly from the gate to the smaller ships that you are fighting. So they would have to warp away to be able to warp back to their fleet members. If all goes well, you get some kills. And leave your targets amazed by your awesome piloting skills. And you will get to keep your ship for another day. But remember, another scenario would be that you get stuck with a lot of webs early, and the other ships gets within range to blow you up. There is also scenarios where you get blown up instantly after uncloaking. This tends to happen most of the time for me when flying smaller ships. Just saying, fighting somewhere not close to a gate is a bit more tricky, since you can't slow boat to anything. For example, if you're fighting in an anomaly. If you're being tackled by a small and fast ship, you might be in a really bad spot. Unless you actually have fitted a newt. Or have the application to actually kill your target. But usually it's pretty hard to kill a smaller ship. Usually. Not every single time, okay? This is why I always fit a newt on my ships. I look at the newt as a defensive module, not as an offensive one. Let's say you have a newt fitted, and you are being tackled by a small, annoying little frigate. You just align to a gate, or whatever, and you newt the crap out of the ship that is tackling you. Before you know it, you are out of there. This will also work if there are more targets tackling you, but this requires a lot more micromanagement. I'm not gonna lie, being tackled by more than one target is a hard thing to get out of, especially if the pilots know what they're doing. But sure, it's doable. I've done it. And yeah, you can always get a few lucky hits and make one of them go boom. There are more tips and tricks on how to stay alive in space while PvPing. Maybe I'll do another video about those in the future. If you guys enjoyed this video, feel absolutely free to leave a like and a comment letting me know what you thought about this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, because that helps me out a lot. You guys have an awesome day, night, or evening, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Goodbye!